Sanknuga Sachibega. Sanknuga Sachibega. Sanknuga Sachibega. Sanknuga Sachibega. Mama ia mama ia mama. Mama ia mama ia mama. Menilinda e baba, kaniepusha e baba, tokana na mitego yake mwovu.
Africa Online Vocalist is an online singing competition under the guidance of Helen Mtawali that aims at celebrating African singers and vocalists. In our interview today, we speak to two of the contestants who participated in the third season of the competition that kicked off at the beginning of 2020.
My name is Mbaire Kamau. Those are not my full names. My full names are Caroline Nyambura Mbaire Ngema Kamau. But for today, I'll just go with Mbaire Kamau. I like to think of myself as a multi-potentialite, and what that means is I have varied interests in life. Skills, talents, and interests in life, because when you look at what I do at work and what my hobbies are, they're completely different, and I enjoy all of them. So professionally, I work with an organization called Amani Institute. We are a training institution for people who want to create social impact. So we concentrate on their knowledge, skills, and expertise so that they can come out to the world and create social impact. Now, when it comes to my hobbies, I am an artist, or I can sing, dance, act. Let's just keep it to the three threads. Sing, act, and dance. And I enjoy all of these, and it's something that is inherent in me, something I enjoy deeply. And now what leads to what we're going to be talking about today, the Africa Online Vocalist. With singing, I can't say I'm an accomplished singer. I call myself a bathroom singer, if there's anything of the sort, because people just tell me, you have a good voice. You actually have a good voice, you can do something about it. But I've never embraced that, except for when you're called up in church to come and who lead us with praises. Mbaire will do it. That's the much I've done with singing. And except in 2016 when a friend called me to help them feature in a song. So I did one verse and the chorus, and they were like, you see, you can do it. But again, because I was trying to still nurture my career, my career goal in teaching, and like development, the world of development, I again abandoned the singing because of that. And it's so sad that we have to make these decisions when it comes to art. We don't fully embrace art as the one thing that I'm going to pursue. You have to always have a backup plan on the side that will help you sustain, because of the bills and whatnot. But thankfully for me, it was not apart from me. Like I said in the beginning, I'm a multi-potentialite. I have varied interests and I have varied passions. So they all married some. And people would tell me, you I think you're a superwoman, because how are you able to do all this? And I'm like, I'm not a superwoman. I just love what I do. I love when I'm teaching, and when I'm actually singing or dancing or acting, I love that too. So the only time that I've taken my singing seriously was in 2020, courtesy of a competition called the Africa Online Vocalist. So I was born and raised in a very beautiful town in the Savannah lands called Maralal in Samburu district. So when I went to primary school in the same area called St. Mary's, that's my alma mater, and then went to high school in St. Teresa's, that is located in Samburu West, Wamba. I don't know if you've heard of those places. Yes. So that's where my childhood has been. Born there, raised there. And then I only came to Nairobi in 2010 because of looking for opportunities. I didn't again know what my varied interests, skills, and passions are in life. And that's when I was doing my law degree. Slowly I started discovering or going back in time, retrospectively looking at what gave me so much energy when I was young. When I was in high school, what did I enjoy doing most? And I noticed that all of the time I was really gravitating towards the art. I loved singing, or I would stand on top of the desks, and then I would dance to everybody the Shakira song, wherever, whenever, and that was when I was in primary school. And I would love acting, I just liked organizing stuff. And besides that, I also loved teaching. I had a passion for teaching, whatever it is, and especially teaching people things that help them become better versions of themselves. And that links very well to what I do currently professionally with Amani Institute, because we train people on having the knowledge, skills, and expertise to drive social impact. And because I liked teaching so much, I remember there's a time in primary school, we didn't have that concept of remedial classes in primary schools. I only came to know of the term in high school, but that's what I was doing. I would organize my fellow classmates, and I'll tell them, today we're going to revise mathematics, and we're going to learn, and I would transfer the knowledge I gained from class to them. And then going to high school, I did the same thing. And now retrospectively started realizing slowly by slowly that I'm really attracted to the world of teaching, and the world of art as well.
The competition provided a platform for the participants to not only showcase their talent, but also an opportunity to grow their musical skills.
Fast forward to August, there's a student of mine I taught, she was a Tiali, and so I got to exchange contacts with her. And then after her year, she became an alumni. She kept on sending me, please vote for me, I'm taking part in this competition. And it piqued my interest on what's happening. And then she mentioned this thing that is being led by Helen Mtawali, and I'm taking part in it. And then I remembered the goal I had made in December 22nd, and I was like, this is one of the opportunities for me to actually do something about my singing. So what's the Africa Online Vocalist? The Africa Online Vocalist is a training, as that's how I like to think about it. That is, mode of delivery is a competition, And why it was founded by Helen Mtawali is to identify the authentic African talent, nurture it, and expose it to the world. And how they do this is by bringing together vocalists through an audition. They select them into the program or into the academy. It's actually an academy. And then in the academy, now that's when the competition happens. There are a series of challenges that the contestants are taken through. And all these, at the end of the day, they have the purpose of nurturing everybody who walks into the academy to embody 5 elements. That is, and this is something that Madam President, we call her Madam President Helen, keeps telling us, that we don't want you just to be a singer who can sing well, or a vocalist who can just go hold a microphone and then you wow people with your voice. We want you to be all round, and thus you have to understand the 5 elements of a performer. And those are singing, drama, dance, creativity, and writing. So throughout the academy, there were ways in which all these 5 elements were brought out of us. Sometimes we would be told, you're going to do a mime challenge on a song or a topic of your choice, and then you sit and wonder, what does this have to do with singing? But then again, when you remember the purpose of Africa Online Vocalist is to nurture you to not just be a great singer, but to be an all-round performer who can go out there and entertain people. Because if you look into, and that's why the tagline for Africa Online Vocalist is authentic African talent. If you really go into the roots of an African, whenever there was singing, it was not just singing seated down. There was dancing involved, there was drama, there was a lot of creativity. We didn't write, but we did the oral narration. And that represents great composition. So, and she wanted all of us who go through the program to really come out of the academy with all that in us. So that's what the African Online Vocalist is all about.
Despite the challenges, the participants are grateful for the opportunity.
I took part in season 3, but it started sometimes in February as initially it was being called Facebook Online Competition, but because of copyright issues. Yeah, you can't call it Facebook or something. So they changed it in season 2 to Africa Online Vocalists, and I knew about it when season 3 was beginning through one of my students who actually became a second runners-up in season 2. Balancing that with a full-time job, so you had to make some sacrifices of, say, sleeping at 2 a.m. because you have assignments, you have challenges to do, and you know you will not be able to do them during the day because you're working or you're in a meeting. So sometimes, thankfully, they would record all the classes. Yeah, so if you miss a class, I would sacrifice and watch it in the night and catch up with everything, you know. Sometimes I would go through 2,000 messages on WhatsApp because I have not been online the whole day, and it really taught us very significant skills that you might disregard. For instance, the value of patience. Yeah, patiently scrolling your phone to go through each message, because if you don't go through a message, information will be lost, and I can't put that burden on another contestant to tell me, oh, I didn't attend the class, what went down. They're also struggling with the same thing I'm struggling with, of they have work or they have chores. We even had contestants that had toddlers. Like, one was just, I think, a month-old child, and she's still competing. So you can imagine all that, and so it really taught me a lot on how to depend on myself, how to be patient, how to be intentional about what I want. Yeah. So, and I can't pinpoint one thing, but it is a series of cumulative things that happened that just made this one of the best experiences. While I may have joined just for the name of it and to prove to myself, at the end, looking in retrospect, it's just like the best thing that happened to me in 2020. Yeah. I'll say this training, the academy and the competition, so yeah, it's /training academy competition, gave every contestant an opportunity to really showcase their character. If you understand the rules of group dynamics, there's the forming, norming, explosion and all that. So there's no way in 3 months you can hide your true character. So if you are driven, it's going to show at some point. If you are lazy, unfortunately, it will show. If you are used to depending on people, it will again show in the many ways you interact. So, and I'm just so glad that I have had a very good background from my primary school, high school, the church I go to. Yeah, all these upbringing nurtured this character of always showing up, being committed, dedicated, and authentic in everything that you do. And I'm glad I was able to bring all this into the competition. Yeah, and I think the hallmark of all this was in the finals when I was given the judges award. And what that means is the judges were Ian Bogwa, Tabitha Ogango, Naima Murundi, and Madam Helen Mtawali, and they all felt that I embodied what the competition should have been about, that my work ethic throughout the competition was outstanding, and I showed potential with my voice. Yeah, so, and that was like a culmination of the very many things that happened in the 3 months. For instance, if an assignment was to be done, I would do it before time, and I would dedicate myself. If it was creativity, I'd really look what is around me, what can I do with it, and come up with something magical that would awe people. If it was about teamwork, again, it's a character or a value that has been ingrained in me from the multicultural experiences I've had, and I was able to do it so well because I noticed that one thing in the competition, we needed to have strong teamwork for it to work, especially now that after I reframed my mindset that this is more than a competition, it's a training. So I realized that we have to hold hands with each other, and I would I was sort of like the focal point for most people. If you would look at my inbox during that time, I would be at work. They don't know that I've not checked my WhatsApp messages, but they will be like, Mbaire, what are we supposed to do in that assignment? And I'll be like, hold up, I've also not checked what the assignment is all about. So I'm so glad that the fellow contestants trusted me to the level of, we know she knows what's happening. Yeah, she can guide us, or she will help us, and she will do it openly. So, and it's just I'm humbled, and I'm taking that with grace that they were able to see that trait in me and actually give me an opportunity to be that for them.
When every given chance is used wisely, the end results are always good.
I started singing when I was very young, and I just had that heart to just sing. Whenever I got an opportunity to sing, I would just sing in the house or in school. They would have, in primary school, as young as I was in class 3, I would just come out in front of people in a hall and just lead people during the Christian Union services that we have in school, and will just lead people, and I just loved it. When I was in Sunday school, the same thing. I would just love my teacher to just tell me, Yvonne, come and lead people, and I would just come out like that. So there's one day my dad, I used to like the way he used to draw. So I told him I want a drawing book so that I can help him. I can just learn on about drawing. So he bought me that book and I started drawing. Then one time I was just sitting and I just had some songs in my mind. I just started writing songs in the drawing book. So yeah, I started writing songs and I was quite young. So growing up is when I realized, Yvonne, I just had that desire of singing since I was very young. It was just in me. So I started now. School has really helped me. The schools that I've gone to, I've gotten the opportunity to just sing, especially because I've grown up as someone who knows God, being taught about God. I just, in Christian Union services, all those things in school, I've been given the opportunity. Most of the times I will just be given an opportunity to be the praise and worship leader. So in high school, yeah, I've been doing that. Even in college. My performance at African Online Vocalist. At first, you wouldn't have noticed me, because I was quiet, very reserved. I was trying not to. I just wanted to be at the back seat when people are just continuing. But in African Online Vocalist, you can't go that way. You have to push yourself and go, or you'll miss it. So you don't have to lose it. Don't lose it. I remember Madam Coach Regina saying, "We're together. Don't lose it." So it's very interesting. So yeah, so you have to bring yourself more so that people can see what is inside you. Because the moment you're just at the back, you won't really give out what is required. So slowly by slowly, I started coming out. So through these challenges, we were told, sing a song, send a video. That's what I used to do. So one time I was told, Yvonne, yeah, you have a great voice, but we want to see more of that. We want to see more of you doing your stuff, You just can't just do it once and then you take a break and then you come once. No, you have to do it. So I tried my level best to do it. So I've won a couple of challenges inside the house, even without even me expecting to win such challenges, and I was so grateful. There's a Tarab challenge that I won. I sang a Tarab gospel song. There is a dance I'm not even good at dancing. But I got an opportunity to win that challenge, and I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, it was very interesting. And now this other one, the finals, now I got the opportunity to be the second runner-up, which I'm so grateful for, because I wasn't even seeing it, to say the truth. I knew I could sing, yes, but I wasn't so confident to see myself as among the top 3 people who were chosen. So for me, I was grateful for that. Yeah, it's just better to go, just deliver out whatever you have inside you, than at the end of it all dying with what God put inside you. You need to bring it out. Be grateful for that gift or that little thing that you have. Don't say this is too small for me to do, or this in the world it doesn't seem like it's something great. You can make it great, because it's what God has deposited inside you. So you can make it great, and people will realize that this is something great that people can do. So just never look down on yourself. Ulinitesa, ukaninyanyasa, ukanifanya sinema ya majirani. Mapenzi una, huruma una, kazi yako kuiba na kuchinja. Kazi yako kuiba na kuchinja. Nimempata Bwana wa mabwana, kwake nimeweka nanga, sitobanduka. Nimempata Bwana wa mabwana, kwake nimeweka nanga, sitobanduka.